Hello students, in 9th standard math paper second we have to see in that the second chapter we have to start today. The name of second chapter is math second chapter we have to see parallel lines. Samantar Resha. Okay, so at the start we have to see the definition, or we see first revision here. In that we have to see the definition. So what is meant by parallel line? So we have to draw here first plane. Suppose this is plane H. We know the name of plane is denoted by capital letter, so we have to take here plane H. So plane is infinite at all four direction. Okay, so in that plane we have to draw the two lines such that these two lines are not intersect each other, so namely L and M. So definition is we have taken as the line in the same plane, the lines in the same plane which do not intersect each other, so that line is called parallel line. So we write the definition as the lines which lie in the same plane and do not intersect each other are called parallel line. Okay, are called parallel lines. एकाच प्रतलात असणाऱ्या परंतु एकमेकींना न छेदणाऱ्या दोन रेषांना समांतर रेषा असे म्हणतात. सो इन प्लेन H, line L and line M are parallel lines. Okay, so symbolically if you write that line L parallel line M, so this is the sign of parallel line, two vertical lines, so this is the sign of parallel lines. Okay, so this is about the definition we have to see. Then next term is that transversal. छेदिका म्हणतो आपण त्याला मराठीमध्ये. So what is mean by transversal? So transversal is nothing but in same plane, if you take the two lines, again we take line L and line M, so there is another third line we have to draw such that that line intersect given two lines at two distinct point. Suppose A and B are that point and name of line is N. So at that time we say that line N is a transversal of line L and line M. Okay, so here we have to say that line N is transversal of line L and line M. Okay, so why we say the transversal? So because that line intersect given two lines at two distinct points. So line N is transversal of line L and line M. So next point we have to see that pairs of angles formed by, right here, pairs of angles formed by two lines and their transversal. Okay, so these points we have to see here. So for that we have to draw again two lines and we have to draw there is one transversal. So like that. So this is line L, this is line M, and we draw one of the transversal here. Suppose that line is N. So we know that transversal intersect given two lines at two distinct points. So that points are A and B. So due to that transversal at point A, there are four angles are formed. Okay, and at point B, there are also four angles are formed. So total 8 angles are formed due to that transversal of given two lines. So namely that A, B, C, D. Here we have tried E, F, G, H. Okay, so we have to take the angle in clockwise direction. So ABCD at point A and EFGH at point B. So total how many angles are formed? 8 angles are formed. Okay, then these 8 angles are we have to taken, or we have to these 8 angles are we have to distribute in pairs of angles. We have to see in this point pairs of angles. So there are we have to see 3 pairs of angles. So in that first we write that number A, pairs of corresponding angle. Pairs of corresponding angles. संगत कोण असं म्हणतात, संगत कोणाच्या जोड्या. So if you see in figure, so there are 4 pairs of corresponding angles we have to taken here. So how to take these? So if you take angle A, then its corresponding will be taken in second point we have to take here B. So from that we take this angle E. So A and angle E. So this is first pair, angle A, angle E. Corresponding we have to see here. Then B and F, angle B, angle F. Then angle C, angle G, and angle D, angle H. So like that 4 pairs of corresponding angle we have to obtain here. Then second is pairs of interior angle. So the name interior we have to see here. So there are only 2 pairs of interior angles. So we take the interior angles such that they are in between 2 lines. Okay, and also we have to take the pairs of angles such that they are on the same side of transversal. So what are that 2 pairs? So as there are 2 pairs, so we have to write one by one. So they are on the same side of transversal. So angle B and angle E. So angle B, angle E, and here angle C, angle H. So these are the 2 pairs of interior angles we have to got. Then we see the third pairs, that is pairs of alternate angles. Pairs of alternate angles. So in that we have to see that there are again 2 parts. So what are that 2 parts? So first we have to see pairs of interior alternate angles. Pairs of interior alternate angles. So as we see in the figure, interior alternate angles means here interior word is there, so we take again pairs in between these line L and line M. So alternate we have to take here. So if you take angle B, then its alternate angle will be angle H, and if you take angle C, then its alternate angle will be angle E. So we can write the two pairs of interior alternate angles as angle B angle H and angle C angle E. Okay, then second part we have to see pairs of exterior alternate angles. Exterior alternate angles. So this exterior word is important. Again, see in figure there are four angles which are exterior of line L and line M. So what are that? A, F, G and D. Okay, so these four are exterior, four are interior, four are exterior of that line L and line M. So here two pairs will be angle A and we take angle G, angle A, angle G, and angle D, angle F. Okay, these are the two pairs we have to obtain. So right here two pairs of exterior alternate angles as angle A, angle G, angle D, angle F. Okay, so these are the three pairs we have to write using that 8 angles obtained due to the transversal of given two lines. Sometimes we have to ask write that pairs of angles, and the figure is we have to given like that. We draw here. This is one line, suppose this is another line. Name that line as A, B, C, D. Okay, and we have to given there is a transversal PQ, suppose, which intersect the line AB at point E and line CD at point F. Okay, so we have to say that write the pairs of corresponding angles, write the pairs of interior angles, and write the pairs of alternate angles. So also asked for 2 or 3 marks in your examination also. So we write the pairs. There are 4 pairs of corresponding angles, then 2 pairs of interior angles and 4 pairs of alternate angles. In that 2 are interior alternate angles and 2 are exterior alternate angles. Okay, so these are the about pairs of angles formed by two lines and their transversal. Okay, then we see the next point is some important properties. Some important properties. So in that, first property is we have to see in earlier chapter. This is when two lines are intersect. When two lines intersect, the pairs of opposite angles formed are congruent. Formed are congruent. Okay, so this is first important properties. If you draw the figure, so this is suppose one line and this is suppose another line, AB and CD. Okay, then they are intersect at one point O, like that. So when two lines are intersect, so what are the opposite angles are formed? So those angle we have to take first, we have to write their opposite angles. So there are 4 pairs of opposite angles we have to say here, but we write that if we take the AOD, angle AOD, so what is its opposite? Its opposite is angle BOC. So they are congruent. BOC. If we take angle AOC, so its opposite angle will be BOD, angle BOD. So angle AOD congruent angle BOC, angle AOC congruent angle BOD. So like that, their opposite angles are congruent here. Then second property is that the angles in a linear pair are supplementary. The angles in a linear pair are supplementary. Supplementary means sum of these two angles is 180 degree. So how to say the linear pairs of angles? So this is also we have to know. So if you draw the one line and if you take the another line like this, suppose this is AB, this is CD, and these two lines are intersect at point O. So if you take angle AOD like that, so its linear pair angle will be BOD, or we say that AOC also. So sum of these two angles is 180 degree. So we say that these two angles are in linear pair. So write that first pair, angle AOD plus angle BOD is equal to 180 degree. And if you take this angle, so these two angles are also angles in a linear pair. So we write this pair also, angle AOD plus angle AOC. So they are also 180 degree. Okay. So angles in a linear pair are supplementary. In this way we have to say. Then we take the third property. That is, it is about the corresponding angle. So if you have to give one pair of corresponding angle is congruent, then all the remaining pairs of corresponding angles are also congruent. Okay. So right here, when one pair of corresponding angles is congruent, then all the remaining pairs of corresponding angles are congruent. So for that we have to draw again one figure like that. This is line L, line M, and this is one of the transversal line X, suppose. So we write there angle A, B, C, D and E, F, G, H. Okay. So if you give one pair of corresponding angle, so what are the four pairs there are corresponding angles? Then we say that if angle A and angle E are, we have to give these are the congruent. One pair of corresponding angle are congruent. Then we say that by using this property, the remaining all three pairs of corresponding angles are also congruent. So what are that? Angle B congruent angle F, angle C congruent angle G, and angle D congruent angle H. So these are the three remaining pairs. They are also congruent. Then we see the fourth property is that, so this is depending upon the same alternate angles. So what are that? Same property, only corresponding. We have, instead of corresponding, we have to write the alternate angle. So when one pair of alternate angles is congruent, then all the remaining pairs of alternate angles are congruent. Okay. So we use the figure as like this. So in this figure, we know that there are two types of pairs of alternate angles. Two are interior and two are exterior pairs of alternate angle. So from that, any one of the pair we have to given as a congruent. If you suppose angle A, this is the exterior angle pair we have to take here, angle A, and its congruent alternate angle is angle G. Suppose G is there. So if angle A and angle G we have to given as a congruent, this is given, then we say that the remaining pairs of alternate angles are also congruent. Means we have to say that angle D congruent angle F. This is the second pair of that exterior alternate angle. Also angle B congruent angle H and angle C congruent angle E. So these are also, by that property we say that the remaining pairs of alternate angle are also congruent. Then we see the fifth property as when this is about the interior alternate angles, interior angles. When one pair of interior angles is, so here we have to take interior angles are, we know they are supplementary here. So one pair of interior angles is supplementary, then all remaining pairs of interior angles are also supplementary. Okay, so this is property. Then use again the figure as, we know that there are two pairs of interior angles, so they are on the same side of transversal and the angles lie between the two lines. Okay, so what are that? So if you take angle B and angle E, so they are, we have to give one supplementary. Angle B plus angle E is equal to 180 degree. So this is given. Then we say that the remaining pairs of that interior angles are also supplementary. So what is remaining pair? There is only one remaining pair, so angle C and angle H. Okay, so we write that if we are given angle B plus angle E is equal to 180 degree, okay, then we say that the remaining pair, what is that? Angle C plus angle H is also 180 degree. So these are the some important properties we have to given in the book. Okay, then next video we have to see the some theorems about the parallel lines. Thank you.